Hello friends, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. I am Rue, and today we are continuing on with the series I've been doing on my channel here, where I use every single shade in every single palette in my collection. And today we are featuring the Unearthly Cosmetics Strawberry Milkshake Palette. This is her. It's very cute. It's going to be a 2-look video. My 9-pan palettes are pretty much always a 2-look video, so that's what we are doing today. I really hope you enjoy the video, and let's just go ahead and jump straight into look number 1. Hey guys, so for the Unearthly Cosmetics Strawberry Milkshake Palette, I think I already have both eye looks I want to do kind of figured out with this palette. And for the first one, I just want to play with Christmas colors, and to me, Christmas is always just very much red and green. I'll probably bring in the yellow in my inner corner because it's kind of a goldy yellowish shade. I think it'll still look really cute, but what I want to do is throw Whip on my brow bone. I want to throw Stem up top, and then I want to throw green on either side. Literally, it's called green. Then I want to go with Cherry on top on my lid, and then Juicy on my lower lash line. And that's going to be look number 1. Look number 2, I'm thinking we'll go with the pinks and purples, but deepen it up with Juicy for sure. But we will get to that whenever I get to that. So for look number 1, we're just grabbing a little bit of Whip. I love throwing this just in my brow bone. It's pretty much all I use this shade for, to be honest. But I just like having that nice softness. That's literally all I'm doing. Next, let's go into Stem, which is the lighter green. And we're just going to basically do the same thing I did with Whip, except a little bit lower down. Build it up a little bit more as well. So I just have a few errands to do today, as well as house cleaning. That's what I have to do today. My house is a little bit behind. My kitchen's a mess. And yeah, that's pretty much what I'm doing. Nothing too crazy, just kind of catch up on a few things yesterday. And like for the past few days, I was so tired. I have no idea why, but yeah, I was just absolutely exhausted, and today I'm feeling a little bit more alright energy wise. Okay, now I'm going into green, which is the darker green shade, and I want to pop that on either side. But yeah, so my energy levels were just non-existent. I felt like I could have stayed in bed all day yesterday. I didn't, but I also just didn't get much done. I did a makeup look, I got a little bit of editing done, and I think that was basically what I did with my day. And I didn't even really feel like I relaxed or rested either, so it was just one of those days, you know? Alright, I'm gonna pull this just a little bit up and over, just nice and tight in the crease, and then if I have to, I'll go back into that first green. Alright, yeah, so now I'm gonna go back into Stem and just touch up the blend between the two shades. So just going back and forth between the two shades and touching it up just until that blend is good and smooth. But yeah, I'm really glad to be feeling just a little bit more energetic because, oh man, yesterday, it was rough. Okay, going into my glitter primer next, and then we're gonna put Cherry on top, just in that center. And yeah, it's, like I said, it's a very easy and quick look today, but I'm excited to be in the Christmas spirit. So I'm just tapping on that glitter primer with my finger. I kind of want to do nice and opaque in the center and then fade it out over the edges of the green. So that's usually when I like to use my finger. Now I'm pressing it into the very center first, and then just a nice light flush over the rest. I might have to pick up a little bit more, we'll see. Yeah, just gonna grab a little bit more and press around these edges. I think that looks really cute, but I do just want to work on that shimmer just a little bit. Pick up a little bit more of that Cherry on top shade and just kind of gently try and brush that shade out a little bit. Just going into the lighter green now. I'm just doing a little bit of touch-ups here, and same thing with that dark green. I'm just gonna touch everything up a little bit. See, I don't like that the red got pulled out over here. I don't know exactly how that even happened. So just laying that dark green back down over here, and we'll touch up on the inner corner too. blue. Yeah, like I didn't want the red to go that far out over there either. I'm gonna clean up the fallout. Okay, the worst of the fallout is cleaned up. Now I'm gonna go into Juicy to put on my lower lash line. That's that dark matte red that I showed you in the beginning of the video. And we're just gonna pack that on. Okay, lower lash line is done. Now let's go into my inner corner. And I do really want it to be pretty intense, so I'm going in with some more NYX glitter primer. And we're just going to grab it on this little brush here. And I'm just going to tippy tap that into the inner corner. And then going into Fresh, which is that yellow shade, and just pressing that in to the inner corner. All right, that's all I'm doing for eyeshadow for this look. So I'm gonna hop off, finish everything off, and then I'll come back and show you the completed look. Okay, we are back with the completed look, and I think it turned out really pretty. I'm feeling very festive. So let's go ahead and talk about how I completed this look. So to finish off the eyes, I went in with my ColourPop Cream Gel Liner in Extra Frosting. I also went into my e.l.f. Lash and Roll Mascara along with just a little half lash that I got off Amazon. For my skin, I went in with my e.l.f. Sun Touchable Primer. I went in with my e.l.f. Soft Glam Satin Foundation, and then I went in with a mix of my Juvia's Place Concealer in 24 and my e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer in Light Sand. I just do one little dot under each eye and blend that out. And then I went ahead and set with my Wet n Wild Loose Setting Powder in Translucent. For my cheeks, I went in with my Game Beauty Blush. This one is in Violet. I actually wanted to do my cream blush in Mary and then top it with this, but I forgot, and then I had set my face, and then I was like, okay, it is what it is. But we did go in with that one. And then I went in with my Zisa Beauty Highlighter. This one is in Interstellar. For my lips, I went in with my ColourPop Lippy Pencil in Frenchie. I softened the edges, and then I went in with my Jeffree Star Cosmetics in Poinsettia. I don't shop Jeffree Star anymore, but I do still have a few things in my collection that I'm trying to use up. This one I felt like went really well with that red on my eyes. And that is everything I used to complete this look. So let's go ahead and hop into look number 2. Okay guys, for look number 2, we have to use Topping, Strawberry Shake, and Ripe. We're gonna put toppings on either side with a little bit of depth from Juicy. And then I think we'll put Ripe in the middle, and then we'll throw Strawberry Shake on the lower lash line. And then we might pull Fresh in as an inner corner again. We're gonna throw Whip on my brow bone, and that's gonna be the look today. So just starting with Whip, and I'm just throwing a little bit in my brow bone, just as a nice transition shade. And that's all I needed for that one. So I'm going into Topping, and we're just pressing that on the outer corner and then on the inner corner. I have work today, which usually means it's a no makeup day, but I've ended up waking up early, so I figured I might as well get a cute look done. Gonna keep it pretty simple here today. All right, now we're gonna go into just a little bit of Juicy to add depth, and we're gonna put that on this outer part and on this inner part as well. All right, let's go ahead and glitter prime. I'm running very low. It's almost time to open my back up, but we're just gonna go for something nice and soft in the center there. Going into Ripe and just placing that in the center all the way up. My eye is watering, but I should be able to touch that up before I head out of the house today. So I'm just gonna get everything laid out. All right, I'm just throwing a tiny bit of glitter primer on the lower lash line as well. And we're going into Strawberry Shake, which is the purple shade. Pressing that along the whole lower lash line. For my inner corner, let's try out my Florence palette. So I wanted to use, I think Floret is the pink one. So that's what we're gonna grab. Oh wow, I'm gonna throw that up in the brow bone as well. That is so pretty. I'm honestly just pulling it all the way up to the shimmer. I am obsessed with that. Okay, so that's the completed look. I'm probably gonna touch up the mattes off camera, but I'm gonna finish up the look and I'll come back and show you it when it's done. Alrighty guys, we are back with the completed look. Super simple, but super cute. For my eyes, I went in with my cream gel liner from ColourPop in Amethyst Hour and my mascara from Megafy, their lengthening mascara. On my face, I went in with my e.l.f. Sun Touchable Primer, my e.l.f. Soft Glam Satin Foundation, shade sticker fell off, I'm not 100% sure, and then my Wet n Wild Photo Focus Loose Setting Powder. I did not do any concealer or anything like that today. For my blush and highlight, I went in with the Devour collection, so this is Slay and Delicate. This is from Unearthly Cosmetics. For my lips, I just did a lip liner from ColourPop in Top Down and my Aether Beauty in Solar Flare for a lip gloss. Not a huge fan of the lips, but it is what it is, and that's everything I used to finish off the look. So let's zoom out and finish up the video. Alrighty guys, I hope you enjoyed the looks I did playing with the Unearthly Cosmetics Strawberry Milkshake Palette. I still think this palette is an absolute gem. It's so cute. Look number one was definitely my favorite, but this one, for being such a quick, easy look, I really enjoy it as well. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and if you had a favorite look, let me know down below. If you liked this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more content from me in the future, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Otherwise, I'll catch you in my next one. Bye!